If you've been thinking about starting an Amazon business, this video is going to make the process easy to understand because I'm taking you out to the store with me as I'm looking for products to sell in my store. I'm going to show you what products you like to buy, and then after this video, you'll be able to go to a store just like this for yourself and start hunting for some profit. Or if you're just here to watch a fun treasure hunt, that's cool too, because what I'm going to be doing is scanning as many barcodes as possible in the store. And today I'm actually going to put myself on a challenge and see how much profit I can find in one specific aisle, the clearance aisle. So let's go ahead and jump into the store and see what we can find. All right, so like we just mentioned in the intro, I think your local discount stores are loaded with profit, and today I'm here in the clearance section of my local Marshalls to see if that is true. I'm gonna be scanning products all day with the SellerAmp app. This is basically gonna show me what things sell for on Amazon. So let me find just like a random product here, and we'll look into the data so you can understand what we're looking for, right? So SellerAmp shows me how fast something sells, it shows me what it sells for, and then it shows me what I would make if I was able to sell this item on Amazon, right? So let's take a look, and this actually could be profitable right away because I see this is 42 bucks on Amazon. The clearance sticker here at Marshalls is for $16. So yeah, this is a perfect example. It sells 100 times a month. This is the 79,000th best-selling product in the beauty category. That's what this BSR means right here. And so when we sell this to an Amazon customer, we're gonna make about $14 in profit. So not a bad start at all here. And let's keep going on and see what we can find. And for the most part, I am gonna scan every product in the aisle. I'm gonna skip, the occasional thing that's like super obviously not gonna be any good, like random, never heard of brands, like that kind of thing that are probably, never even been listed on Amazon. I'm gonna skip a couple things, but for the most part, I'm gonna be scanning everything. Like this, here's another winner. We're buying this for $4.50. It's a little on the heavy side, but people are paying $18 for this on Amazon. So let's go ahead and grab that. It's gonna be another $3 profit. Like I mentioned, this is actually including all of the fees and everything. If I scroll down to the profit calculator on SellerAmp, you'll notice that the referral fee, FBA fee, shipping to Amazon, even sales tax, that kind of thing is already baked into my SellerAmp calculator. So yes, that is after all the actual fees you're going to end up paying as a seller. So feel free to complain in the comments or whatever about gas money or whatever comes up this time, but we are looking at actual fees and stuff. And then sometimes you'll see items like this where like I scanned it, nothing came up. That probably just means it doesn't have a listing on Amazon. No one's ever sold it, that kind of thing. So I would want to avoid that. See, like this one sells 12 times a month, not super profitable. So I'm going to skip that. Usually I'm looking for stuff that sells like 30 times a month unless the profit's really good. Maybe we'll find some things like that. Ooh, what do we got here? This sells super well, but our profit is no good. And then another thing that I like to look out for is making sure I'm not competing with the brand on a listing. So we're seeing that here on this listing where the seller on this listing, the top offer is, Turtur or whatever, and that's also the brand name. So it's well within a brand's rights to kick us off a listing if they really want to. So I'm just going to stick to listings where there's other people like you and I, other small sellers on the listing, and we can find plenty of stuff that way. Ooh, okay. $13 sale price here. SellerAmp says we need to buy it for $13.50 to be profitable. So we're definitely going to pick that up and make another $4.50 there. So already off to a good start. We are 4 minutes and 30 seconds into the recording, and we've already made more than I used to make working for like 2 or 3 hours at my old job. So I am glad I discovered this a few years ago, and hopefully I'm putting some of y'all on right now to something that might work for you guys as well. Let's see. This one has unknown sales, so it's never really even sold before. And I'm going to start kind of powering through some of these items here. Let's see. This one sells kind of slow, but this could be an example of one where I would take the risk. Let's see. There's one seller on it, but it's just like a random seller. So yeah, this is a perfect example, right? Usually I'm looking for 30 sales a month, but if I can spend $4 to make, 15 selling a bottle of soap, I am going to do that every time. So we can go ahead and add 15 bucks to our profit total there. And let's go ahead and power through this. Another thing that I want to leverage is the speed mode on SellerAmp. So if I click the bottom middle, it's actually going to show me a little bit less data, but load things faster, because usually we can tell pretty immediately if something is going to be no good. So let me find a barcode here. They got a bunch of these barcodes covered today. So you see it loads a lot faster. We see just the essential data, and I can kind of power through the shelves a little bit faster doing this here. So let's see, is there anything down here on the bottom? Sometimes there'll be like expensive sets or like hair dryers, that kind of thing. I've sold some of those for good money before. And then I also like looking for like Asian beauty stuff like this can be pretty good as well. Anything that's just kind of like niche, I would say, has a decent potential for resale here. But it shouldn't take us a super long time to power
power through this aisle here with SellerAmp, and by the end of it, we'll have some profit to take home with us. So let's see here. This one sells for 27 bucks, but the sales is really slow. It's like a million sales rank, so I'm gonna pass on that one. Let's see, 29K sales rank. What are they selling this for? They're selling this for $6. We need to buy it for $5.30. That max cost, by the way, is just showing me what I need to pay for it to get it at my ideal profit, which for me is like a 30% ROI, $3 profit, that kind of thing. Here's another one, I believe. Yeah, we're buying this for 10. Does the brand sell it? Nope. See how it's just like random people like us, like, you know, this person with 100 feedback, this person with 187 feedback. So like small third-party sellers, people like you and I. It's actually like well over half of the sales on Amazon are going to you and I's pockets if you're hitting these stores and buying stuff online like I am. So there's another $5 in profit for the running total there. So I'm gonna keep scanning through here. There might be some cuts and stuff. I will tell you how long the recording is, just so you know, like if you're curious on, you know, dollar per hour type thing, just because I know how YouTube works and everyone would disappear if I scanned literally everything on camera. That's why you might see some cuts in this video. Okay, popping back in here, basically still in the same spot in the aisle, but I found this one. This one's interesting and I'm curious on y'all's opinion. So we're buying this for $10. So we would make like $12 profit on it. It only sells 3 times a month though. But when we look at the chart on SellerAmp, I can see all of those 3 sales that happened are all pretty recent. So you see that green sales rank dropping. Whenever you see that happening on these SellerAmp charts, that means that the product is actually selling, and somewhat recently. We would double our money. So I'm curious on your thoughts here. Would you take a risk on something like this? Would you leave it on the shelf? Let me know down below. And while we're looking at this, just because it's a name brand product, I'm probably gonna put that back personally, but just because it's a name brand product, I know the natural question for most people is gonna be like, you can't sell these name brands on Amazon. And I thought that was true as well for quite a while. So let me show you one thing that's going to unlock a ton of name brands if this is something you start looking into. So go to a tool called Boxem. You'll go to the bulk ungating feature on Boxem. We'll pop it up on screen as I'm scanning some things here. And you can just plug in big lists of products that you want to check and see if your store can get approved to sell that product for free. And when you do run that scan, it will start applying for brands pretty quickly, one by one, and it will tell you which ones Boxem was just able to get you approved to sell for free. So that was a big thing that held me back when I was getting started. I didn't realize that like people like us could sell big brands, but now Boxem makes it really simple to get ungated in a ton of things all at once, which basically just means you have approval to sell those brands and it didn't cost you anything. So if you want to do that and see what brands you can already sell on your store, grab a 2-week free trial of Boxem down below. And this could be another interesting one here. So let's see, like Amazon is usually the only person selling this, but we're finding it for $24. It sells for $75. I'm curious, has anyone ever jumped on this listing and stolen some sales out from underneath Amazon here? So let's see, we can go into the chart. Just because no one's tried in a while doesn't mean no one has. So I do actually see evidence that we can undercut Amazon. So a couple of years ago, it looks like a third-party seller came onto this listing. At least a few of them did. There was like 3 or 4 sellers, and they undercut Amazon, and they had the buy box, which means that they were making the sales at a lower price than Amazon was making the sales at, which means that they were able to successfully undercut Amazon. So just because the profit's so crazy here, I think I would take a chance on this. I'd probably lower my price to like $60 just so I know Amazon's not going to follow my price down, and we can call that another $17 in profit for the running total here. So not too bad at all so far. Let's keep the party going and see what we can find. Ooh, is this another one? Yeah, here's another $17, same exact item we just found. So we definitely want to check that out there. And here's another one in that same brand. Is this one a similar story? Yes, it is nice and expensive. So the next thing to check here would be if we can successfully undercut Amazon like we saw on that last listing. Let's see, let's go to all time on the SellerAmp charts. So I see there was that little bit, maybe even a similar time span. This was in 2023 when someone came on the listing, and I see that buy box price line jumping below Amazon. So they were undercutting Amazon successfully, making sales for $60. So I am going to grab these as well. We'll sell those for $60, buy them for $24. So this is going to be very similar, another $17 profit there. So let's see, they've got like some sets or something. Sometimes these are good. Usually they're not. I don't know why that is. Like these big box sets or something like that. Yeah, 9 sales a month. Not super interested in that. Let's see, rice water. Is there enough of that barcode sticking out right there? I think so. See, we need to buy it for $1.77, but selling it for $5. No thanks. So keep on moving down the aisle here. Ooh, this could be profitable. Okay, it would be, but the brand's on. Yeah, sells for $36, but the brand is on this listing, so we'd probably get kicked off the listing. So I gotta avoid that one right there. Oh, here's another one of these. We already found one of these profitably. So there's another $14 off those little blackberry something. I don't know. I don't care. I'm gonna sell it, make some money on it. I'm not using it personally, obviously. So let's see. There's like some tallow. This is profitable. Oh, the brand's on it though. Enable tallow right there. So I'd want to avoid that. See, so I'm moving down to this section of the aisle here, and I'm seeing a bunch of like toothpastes and stuff. So I'm not sure if any of this is gonna be super good. Oh, there's another one of these blackberry things. I think it's over 14. So let's go ahead and add that to the running total there. So we'll also check and see if there's any of these toothpastes that are any good. I think it'd be a little bit harder for these to be profitable just because like the dollar per ounce people are willing to pay for this kind of thing is going to be lower for sure. So yeah, like that's someone for $8. Just like thinking logically, like, you know, makeup can sell for a lot per ounce. That's probably not gonna happen on, you know, on a thing of toothpaste unless it's like super specialized. So let's see, they must have got a bunch of supplements and stuff. A lot of these are the same thing down here. That makes it easier on me to know what we can skip past. And I think this brand sells on Amazon from looking at it in the past. It sells super well, I know that for sure. Let's see, Amazon's on it, as is the brand. So a lot of times when you see like a certain brand selling on some of their listings, they usually sell on most of them. So I kind of start to skim past a lot of those, to be honest, just for the you know, most efficient use of our time. Although for this challenge, I am trying to scan pretty much anything with a barcode on this aisle just to see what we're working with, and we'll figure out how long it takes us to scan all the unique products here. This sells crazy fast. 9,000 sales a month. Somebody's crushing it on that product. So let's see, not seeing too much off the supplements and stuff down here. That's not super surprising. A lot of those are like really big name brands and that kind of thing. So that's locking us out of some potential there. So yeah, I don't think we found anything down in the dirt of looking through, you know, toothpaste and supplements and that kind of thing. That's fine. I'm gonna put those back together, be a good citizen there. If you do this stuff, also try to leave the place better than you found it. A lot of store managers and stuff are not big fans of people who do what we do just because they leave the store a wreck. So if you leave it in good condition, you never know that can lead to, if you ever want to start making some relationships, trying to buy stuff in bulk from them, that kind of thing. Let's see. Okay, brands on this one. It would be profitable, but the brand is on it. Let's see, there's a bunch of different like little tubes of stuff in here. So let's see, like some serums and that kind of thing. I don't know if I've sold too many things like this before, but I am always willing to check out some new stuff, of course. And unfortunately, they have a lot of these price tags covered, which if you have a hunch on a product, you can take out the SellerAmp app and take a picture of it with the bottom right corner and then let AI image analyze the product. So I'll let that run for a second on this one, for example, just so we can see if there's a listing for this. And if it doesn't come up, then there's probably just not even a listing for it on Amazon. And a lot of times it's going to be faster if you were to like try to punch in the barcode or type in the title. So like in that case, nothing came up. So probably not even listed on Amazon, but I just wanted to see if it would be a good example of something there. All right, so kind of drying up here a little bit. So hopefully we can find some more items here. Okay, let's see. So up here we got our next winner. Buy it for 10, sell it for 24. Might even be the same thing as one of those other items we found there. And I know we already talked about how to get approved to sell these things for free. Now, obviously, when you run the Boxem scan, you might not necessarily get approved to sell like, you know, Legos or like crazy name brands on Amazon. So if you want to get approved to sell those brands, the best way to do it is going to be to go online and order some to your house, whether it be from Target, Walmart, you know, any kind of like local wholesaler to you also works. And then you'll be able to use that invoice, submit that to Amazon as proof that you buy authentic inventory in that brand. And then as long as you're buying, you know, more authentic products like we are today, we're buying from Marshalls. They're obviously not selling fake stuff on the shelf. You would be able to continue selling those products. Just make sure you keep good documentation where you got everything from, so that if Amazon ever asks you to say like, you know, hey, a customer complained, we need you to, you know, prove that this item's legit or something like that, just so there's no like fake stuff on the platform, you'd be able to submit like your receipt from Marshalls. But you can't use a Marshalls receipt to get ungated because it doesn't have your address on it. And that's kind of the requirement to start selling some of these brands. Here's another $4.50 we just found as we're kind of looking through this aisle here. Say, oh, I want to check this one out for sure. This sells for $52, but I think the brand's on it. Bummer. Yeah, that'd be a really good one. That one we could even check for selling on Walmart. Or another thing that I've been doing recently is selling some of this stuff on Temu, which sounds crazy, but you can sell some of these name brands on Temu. I have a full video on how to do that, and I'll also leave a link down below. Temu actually hooked me up. If you guys do ever look into selling on Temu, like these same name brands, if you guys use my Temu link down below, you'll actually get help from my personal support rep. She's based out of New York City, and they'll be able to help you out personally, so you're not just like talking to a brick wall getting set up. It's definitely one of the more interesting things I've been testing out recently. So if you want to, you know, expand the marketplaces you're selling on, definitely check that out. And if you use my link, like I said, you'll have some personal help starting to sell some of these name brands on those other platforms as well. So coming down to the end of this particular clearance aisle here, I've definitely done a little bit better on some clearance aisles before. I've definitely done worse on some clearance aisles. So this is maybe, looking at the cart, maybe slightly below average in terms of how much profit, but not by much, just by looking through the clearance aisle. And I've also been paying like even more attention to scanning as much of this stuff as possible, just because like I said, the kind of the challenge was to scan everything and see what happens. Usually I wouldn't actually do that just because I'm looking at, you know, stuff that I have kind of a hunch on. Although I have learned a couple new things. Ooh, let's see, Amazon. Yeah, Amazon's making 100% of the sales. It would be profitable, but I just don't think we can undercut Amazon by enough on that one. Let's see, this sells for 24. We're buying it for 13. I don't want to make $2.50. You know, I don't know a lot of people that should get into business to make $2.50. So let's see. We got just like a little bit more of this aisle to skim through here. Also, as we continue to look through this aisle here, let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments down below. I'll always be answering those for you guys. And then also on this video as well, if you guys are watching this far, leave a comment AMZ, comment literally anything. And I'm going to pick one of you guys. I've been doing this and you guys have been loving it recently. I'm going to pick one of you guys to win 60 days of SellerAmp and Boxem for free. Those are the two softwares that Amazon sellers need to resell products on Amazon. So I'll kind of hook you guys up with that. So comment anything, you'll win like $100 starter pack basically to find stuff like this. Yeah, we're buying this buy it for 6, sell it for 20, $6.50 profit. Let's add that to the running total for sure. Let's see. Oh, this is interesting. So it only sells 10 times a month. We're buying it for $13 though. It's not being sold by the brand or anything. It's just like a random third-party seller, and it's selling for $50. So I'm gonna grab this, I think. Yeah, buy for 13. We're making $20 profit. I'm definitely gonna go ahead and throw that in the cart down there. And that's a good find here towards the end of the aisle. Is there another one of these here? This one's kind of beat up though. I don't know if I could send that into to Amazon right there. You gotta remember, like, people are expecting this stuff to be in good condition. It's like kind of, I don't know if it really comes across on camera, but it's like kind of beat up and that kind of thing. That's why some of these products are on clearance, to be honest with you. All right, so down here on the bottom of the last little bit, let's see if we can hit a buzzer beater and find one last profitable item. See if it works out for us with the storybook ending. This is the last product on the shelf. Is there any chance? No listing found. That's the reality there. Not everything's a storybook with making some money online, right? All right, so camera says it took 28 minutes and 47 seconds to scan everything. You guys can also verify that with the screen recording if you really want to make sure we're not making stuff up. So, and then now that we have a cart full of profit, the next step is going to be for us to take these items home, list them on Amazon, and ship them into Amazon. That process is made very simple using Boxem. You can click this video right here to learn how to make your first Amazon FBA shipment. Really appreciate you watching this video though, and I will see you next time.